to WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail, and with me today we have the world-famous Ogre Barbarian.
Hello.
And the King of King moderators, Joker.
Hello.
Yeah, speaking of moderators, we've never had Black Kryptonian on. He's the only moderator who's never been on here.
It's a little camera shy.
I don't know if I've ever actually invited him. Well, I think I have in the past, but it's been a long time. So maybe I should have you. We talked about having you, Renee, and Black Kryptonian and Grim all in the same time.
That could be fun.
Yeah, that'd be entertaining.
Forget Bear.
Bear doesn't. I didn't even think Bear played anymore. I've tried to get Bear on this podcast for like 3 years, but honestly, I don't think he plays anymore. So, or he plays very minimally. But anyway, with that, we are doing the what's it called, Joker? Actually, I'll just let you run from here.
What hero villain poll for April results?
So what do we got? Who's left? They almost have everybody in the game.
You'd think that, but no.
No, there's still a ton of characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of whole groups out there that are just completely unrepresented. Legion of Superheroes, Doom Patrol, Fatal 5, and whatnot.
Metalman.
Metalman. The top 10 here in 10th, we have Steel from Superman with 11 votes.
Just not the Shaq version, please.
I like the Shaq version. He's cool.
You would.
Okay, so this was an April Fool's poll, so Kite Man made it in there at 9th with 12 votes.
That is one character. If they ever do Kite Man, I'm just going to shake my head because he's the dumbest character in DC.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not the dumbest.
He's up there. He's definitely in the top.
That Crazy Quilt gives him some steep competition.
You know what? Crazy Quilt at least has been building a following with DC superhero girls because he's one of the teachers.
That costume is just
You know what? It doesn't matter. He's a flamboyant teacher.
Next up, we have is Ezreal with another 12 votes.
I really want to see him. He's high. He's like one of my top characters that I want to see.
So I think the biggest debate with him will be is what look he's going to have, whether he's going to be the cloaked out black and red costume that he's wearing now, or the Batman armor. And
well,
I don't
that could be
know
legendary
if
and pre-legendary. That would be fantastic. Then you could choose.
It would be, but I don't think I've seen a legendary that drastically changed. I don't know if they could pull that off.
The other thing is he's going to probably be a bleeder or a invader, just because that's what they like to do with the Bat family, and he won't fit into my style of play because he doesn't make sense as a stunner. So
yeah, I really don't see that. The character was very full frontal brutal.
Yeah,
he whipped out that blazing fire sword and just get up in their face, and none of the stealth game. It was all Wolverine style combat. If you'll excuse the Marvel drop.
Yeah. Maybe they give him a new ability.
Next up we got is Wildcat from the Justice Society. He's
cool.
Got a 12 vote also. After Wildcat, we have Cersei, who's constantly making it on these top lists now.
I would love to see her. She'd be a great mystic character.
Yeah, definitely. Craving those mystics, that.
Yeah.
Guy Gardner.
I'm kind of Lantern now.
Gets so many people asking for him. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that he's one of those, like, the Lanterns, there's so many of them that you're going to have different fan bases for each one. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind, like, if they had Bleeze or...
right, we would prefer to see non-Green
Indigo.
Lantern.
Yeah, Guy Gardner is just kind of, it's like, come on, we don't need another Green Lantern. I mean, I love Lanterns. That's one of my favorite genre of DC.
And we just got Parallax.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it where people are, well, he's my favorite character. Cool. They haven't represented half of my favorite characters either, but...
I think it's his personality that makes him a fan favorite. I mean, he's a little bit of, slapstick humor with the rugged attitude, and he just appeals to a certain crowd.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't dislike him. I'm just He wouldn't excite me if they released him.
Dark Side comes up next with 14 votes.
Usually on
Obviously,
here?
he's in game.
Not happening.
I have. What I ended up doing was I took him off the polls after they released him in raids, and I just kind of dismissed his vote, and I just started putting him back in the votes now, going, okay, this stretch of time I thought they would have probably released him already, but I'm putting him back in here and letting the devs see that there's a calling for him and people want him playable, not just as a raid boss.
They need to do.
It's not going to happen.
We've been saying this forever. They need characters like Darkseid that are very, very exclusive. They aren't obtained through the normal means. Like, you can only get them through alliances or, difficult to obtain characters. Where the Shark...
Manhunter event, no sale.
Yeah, I mean, no sale or limited sale or extremely limited sale. Very few and far apart type of thing where it's you can only earn them by achieving something. Like we desperately need that.
It goes without saying his Omega Beams will have to drop Doom now along with Necron if he ever comes out. Both characters need Doom in their kit.
Yes, Omega Beams, 2-turn Doom.
Well, you could drop the turn meter down each time he hits you with Omega Beam, so...
Wait, but you want the turn meter to go
Something
up.
fun.
You actually want them to skip turns. Yeah, stunning.
That was actually one of the ideas that I had for one of the reworked ideas that I had for Camo way back when. I had Fallout stun them and give them 100% overlap turn meter.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Nice.
And that way it would trigger all the bleeds.
That's a good idea. I like that. That's what you want, a character that makes you afraid to do too much turn meter. That'd be interesting.
All right.
Next up we got is a Red Tornado with 18 votes.
I actually would be pretty excited for him.
He's pretty popular.
Yeah, he's been on near the top for a long time now.
Yeah, he fluctuates.
Now that we have Hawkman, I mean...
Yeah.
Second place is Adam with 21 votes.
I'm not that excited for Adam.
No, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's just the whole visual aspect, people really want to see is this tiny little thing blurp up into a big guy and punch somebody in the face,
Yeah. Exactly.
I think you're going to end up seeing much like Beast Boy, where he kind of jumps off screen for a second, and then you'll get a different animation or whatever.
Exactly.
That's what's going to
Massive stack of evasions to represent his being small.
Or just a lot of invisibility.
That too. And in top spot with 31 votes is Plastic Man.
I've warmed up to him. I wasn't that excited before, but I've warmed up to him.
He's pretty awesome. Like, I think these two specifically are CW characters.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. So
that's probably why.
Actually, no. Red Tornado is on there too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been on the CW.
Yeah, so all three of those characters are kind of CW characters in my book.
I mean, they're long-time characters, long before CW.
Well, no, I know, but I think popularity-wise, they partially stem from
That's
CW.
true.
Because we have a lot of players in this
Same
game
with Adam,
that came over
actually.
because of. Well, that's what I was saying. The top three characters.
Oh. You said
was.
Oh yeah, never mind. I can't count.
Well,
yeah, I think
a
lot of
too. I haven't
players.
seen Flash in the CW yet. At least not to my knowledge. He's in the CW.
Who?
Plastic Man.
Oh yeah, he was on Flash.
Isn't it Ralph Dibny?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, Ralph Dibny's
he-
the elongated man. Different guy.
Oh, I was thinking he was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and elongated man, he could just stretch. Plastic Man, he could stretch. He could form into any shape he wants. Mailboxes, airplanes. Never. I'm going too far into it.
No, that's a good point to make, though. Interesting. I was confused.
Well, he's
I thought
got
they
a-
were the same person.
Yeah, he's got a few characteristics that kind of throw off the characters in the comics. His density, prevents characters like Brainiac or whatnot from mind controlling him and all this crazy stuff. But he's actually extremely powerful. Batman's claimed him to be one of the most powerful members of the JLA. He's thrown Brainiac off and went from a threat level of 0 to a 95 in Brainiac's eyes. Yeah, crazy character.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Well, and everybody remember to go into the CC,
Community
even
center.
those of you who are afraid to go into the CC. And be sure to vote if you aren't seeing your favorite character on here. You want them. It does seem like the devs are paying attention to this because it's had a pretty good track record.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'd say every month I'm taking a chunk off. I mean, it's like, before the release, I could say that Heatwave, he was on last month's poll. He's now knocked on off.
Hawkman dominated.
Hawkman.
Yeah. Well, they get. I'm sure Plastic Man's gonna be the next one on there forever. They're gonna tease that one out.
Yeah, they got to. I mean, I kind of understand why you can't have like all the marquee players and then nobody left for people to look forward to. So.
Yeah. I still, whenever we get a Titan month again, I want to see Gizmo and Jinx, personally.
Yeah, I would love to see them, or even Brother Blood. He's a character I think that could have some unique...
Brother Blood is an everybody villain, though, isn't he?
He was a Titans villain for a very long time before he started going out.
No, I'm just saying he's more like a Deathstroke, where he can kind of go against anybody, depending on the story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, most notable from Titans. So.
Well, I mean, you get Blood, you got Deathstroke, and Trigon. Those are like the three biggest. And Trigon making it into this game would be huge. But I'd see him as like some raid boss.
I was going to say, I think I would see him as a raid boss more than anything.
Well, they could do him as a raid boss, but if they did exclusive characters, that's where you do it.
Right?
Well, to be honest with you, I'd be disappointed if he was like gigantic-sized. He's one of those things I'd like to just see like a freaking torso coming up out of the ground. 2 fists smashing.
That would be awesome. That's the way to do it. I mean, that's how you fit him in the screen.
Yeah.
Not fit him in the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and thanks for doing the list as always, Joker.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Have a good one.
Hi, this is Renee Sylvia 88, DC Legends moderator. Thank you for listening to this episode of WROL Broadcast. If you like this show, please check out patreon.com/WROL Broadcast and find out how to get cool perks. DP was worried about the coronavirus, but we reminded him that this wasn't a computer virus.